What is up, everybody? Keith, aka Gear Guy 231. It is Friday, February 12th. We have, 10 games or 11 game NBA slate, so a massive slate. Tons of injury news thanks to this year's Memphis Grizzlies, which, if you don't get the reference, Memphis, the last, 3 seasons, by the end of the year, has had, nobody playing, and it's just, one regular starter plus just a ton of, G League guys or end of the bench guys. And this year, that team seems to be the Orlando Magic, who no Cole Anthony last night. Frank Mason goes down within a minute. No Fournier, no Aaron Gordon, no. Let's see who else. I can't even remember the list. It's 6 guys out. So I think that they might have 8 or 9 healthy again tonight. If Anthony and Fournier can't go. So yeah, it's just a cluster. And the issue with this slate, or the tough part of this slate, is that we are not going to know Orlando news likely until after lock. So I think prioritizing some later guys is going to be clutch. But goal today, it's before 7 a.m. as I'm taping this. Just give you guys, as an early look, some players that I really like, the reasons that we do, and then just pay attention throughout the day. This is by no means saying these have to be the 5 in your lineup. There's a 99% chance by the time that lock comes around that these 5 won't be here. But I do want to just say from basic research, these are some guys I really like. Quick reminder, bottom right of the screen, the subscribe button. Please, if you love the content we have at FSI, all the soccer, hockey, NASCAR, golf, you name it, it's on the channel. See Call of Duty, Eddie posting some esports stuff on the channel this week. Hit that subscribe in the bottom right so you get all of that content completely free of charge. All right, let's go top to bottom and go over some of the top plays. No Bradley Beal tonight for the Wizards. Is going to put Russ Westbrook, in my opinion, near the top of my board for overall projections and top plays. Only 9,000 in a game. Look, minutes restriction is gone. It's not a back-to-back, so Russ should be playing. And with no Bradley Beal, Russ is going to chuck. This is going to be, classic, all eyes on me, Russ Westbrook. In a fairly soft matchup, there's nobody in the backcourt of New York that worries me. Elf Payton can't play defense. Rim protection, I guess, is a little bit of something. Mitchell Robinson is there to protect the rim. But, if Russ can get that mid-range shot going, I think that he has a really good chance at a huge game. And really right now with the Wizards is going to be, can they keep the game close? If they do, I think Russ Westbrook has a chance at 60, 70 DK. If it blows out, honestly, there's a good chance we stuck to 5X with him in the spot at 9K. Get me 45 as a floor, and I will take it. So Russ Westbrook, definitely a guy that I'm playing to blow it around. Terrence Ross is going to be a lot dependent on the news for Orlando. Assuming that I would assume Frank Mason is gone. He wasn't able to come back to the game after a minute. It's only been a day. Cole Anthony, from what I read, I don't think he was that close to playing. And then Evan Fournier has been out for weeks now. If even 2 of those guys are out, Terrence Ross is going to play a huge role tonight. He took 27 shots last night for the Warriors, only went 8-27. Honestly, 37 was probably his floor. Ross is an elite scorer, one of the few guys who's put up 50 DK. I think he wanted 50 real points for the Raptors. I think that was off the bench too. But, his nickname isn't T-Sizzle for nothing. There's a really good opportunity that he could just get hot versus a bad defense like Sacramento and carry Orlando to keep him close. But 5,600 for his upside, to me is just a little bit too much. He was playing a lot of point guard too, a lot of the ball in his hand. So just a guy that I'm very interested in tonight, depending on the news. Chuma Okeke, Magic's first round pick last year, who missed the entire season, is finally looking like the guy that they drafted. Played him last night at 2% owned. Was worried. His first shift, he went 8 minutes without any sort of DK points. And I was like, oh, okay, I screwed this one up. Finished the game playing 35 minutes, 25 DK. And just looking, he's going to be a good player. Watching a little bit of the games, just very talented. If you remember back at Auburn, was just, I think it was a tournament run. He was just awesome. And look, Sacramento can't defend inside. And I think Okeke has a nice, really all-around game. Can shoot some threes, can mix it up and go inside, and also can do a little shot creation. 5 assists in each of the last 2 games. So I think we project him for 30 minutes here. There's a really good shot that he could give us, potentially 30 DK in the matchup at 3,800. I think I'd like it a lot. Isaiah Stewart, obviously, it's going to a lot depend on Plumlee. If you did not see the Plumlee news last night, I'm sorry. Subscribe to FSI. We'll get you the feed right away and let you know the pivot. But Isaiah Stewart, the moment that Plum Dog was out last night, Stewart became an auto play. I think he was 3,200 last night. Because the site was already released before that happened, he's 3,100 tonight. Neither matchup is elite, right? Miles Turner isn't exactly who you want him to start against. Went for 17-7. Tristan Thompson isn't exactly who you want him to start against tonight. But at 3,100, there's no way around it if there's no Plumlee. So, just playing lock in Isaiah Stewart if you don't see Plumlee. Finally, DeJounte Murray absolutely burned the DFS community versus Golden State. Look, the rule needs to be just on back-to-backs. Just don't play the Spurs. It's just a recurring theme that they're going to screw us. But this is not a back-to-back. It's actually multiple days off. And he gets one of the softest matchups in the NBA in Trae Young. So 2 games ago, DeJounte Murray with some massive stat line. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 steals, 62 DK versus Golden State. I don't think that's repeatable, but at 6,800, there's a really good shot that we could get a stat line like he had a few games ago against Minnesota, 15, 11, and 6. Just a really good all-around player, really active, and his defense is so elite that you always have the opportunity that he's going to get steals and blocks and really elevate his ceiling. So I really like the idea of going back to DeJounte Murray depending on how builds work out. All right, that'll do it. Thank you so much for watching. Keith, a.k.a. Guy 231. See you.